another video. So today I'm gonna do the promised Fringe video. I'm looking a bit weird at the moment, but keep watching and you know why. In my last video I mentioned my new haircut and that I went again to get a blunt fringe, which I used to have quite a few times before, and I think it quite suits me, but it's a lot of work to keep it up because every 2 weeks, in order to have the right length, you need to go to the hairdresser and have it trimmed. Usually when you get the haircut at the hairdresser, they would say, you know, just pop in for your fringe and we do it for free. Yeah, but it's quite a lot of work to keep it up, and sometimes it's quite annoying to have a fringe like that in your face all the time, and you want it out of your face and you want to hide it and you want to do different hairstyles. So I thought I will make this video and show you how I style my blunt fringe, and also when, you know, it's annoying me, how I style it or hide it or, you know, put it out of my face. So the first thing I do when I wash my hair is, you know, I let it kind of air dry. I wash my hair, I put it in a towel for about 20 minutes, then I take it out, then I let it dry a bit more. When it's kind of half dried, I comb it with my tangle teaser. So I comb my whole hair with that because it protects the hair and it stops it from breaking, as well as my fringe forward. And the whole secret of styling a blunt fringe nice is you need to, that's the first thing you need to do after your before your hair gets completely dry, is to style your fringe, because otherwise it will stand all direction, especially if you have thick hair or frizzy hair. It's really hard to maintain a nice smooth blunt fringe. So I would just comb it all down, and then what I would do is get a blow dryer. Even if I don't blow dry the rest of my hair, but I would blow dry my fringe. So I would take a big paddle brush like that, and I will start, I'm not actually doing it now, but I'm kind of showing you what I'm doing. I start brushing it, blow drying it from above, and make sure you keep that nozzle on, because that really makes the air kind of condensed. And I would brush it all the way that side for some time, and then I would switch and I brush it all the way this time to this side to the other side, and then again to that side. I felt that doing this with a big paddle brush and a blow dryer with a nozzle on, and one hairdresser in Greece taught me that, because if I just blow dry it down, it gets weird as well. And she said if you have really thick hair, then a good thing is to blow dry it in different direction, because then the hair kind of gets confused and doesn't know which way to go, so it would just hang down flat. So first dry that side, then dry that side, like you would dry a side fringe. But because you do it in 2 different directions, it kind of gets confused, and then in the end it will just hang down really nice and smooth. So that's the first thing I do. Then I guess you already mentioned those weird things I have on my fringe right now. If I have time, I would do it like this. If I don't have time, I would just flat iron my fringe, which I'll show you in a second. But if I'm home for a bit longer and, you know, I'm getting ready or whatever, what I do is put those things on and to kind of stretch my fringe. And what this is are those. So what I did, I just cut the whole thing, because they're plastic. These are rollers you would put in your hair while it's drying or while you're styling it. And I cut the whole thing apart and take the yellow bit, which is that plastic bit, off. What I do then is put it on my fringe on both sides, as you can see. So this is kind of like putting rollers in to keep a curl, but we're putting this in flat to keep the hair straight until it's completely dried and it gets used to being straight. You can also do this when you go to bed and just sleep with that on. if you don't mind it. Okay, as you can see, my fringe is quite flat from doing that. What I do is I take this bit, I start from the top, I pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. So it's kind of stretching the hair. Then I take the smaller bit from underneath and pull that down as well, all the way to the end, so no hair is sticking out on the bottom, like that. And then I would just leave it. I've been running around with that for the last 20 minutes. My boyfriend is not home, but he's used me running around with weird stuff, so I don't care. So then you pull it out like that, and then your fringe should look pretty nice already, as you can see. I just had it cut yesterday, so it's a bit shorter than I want it, but you know, it grows so fast. And then I would go and flat iron over it. So I would take a comb like this, put half of the fringe up, because my one is really thick. Put some hair up. Take a flat iron, take a comb that has less space between the teeth. I'm using that side, and then just go over it and flat iron it using the comb, because that will make it very straight. And after you finish straightening it with the straightening iron, then when the hair is still hot, one thing I like to do is press it down until it cools down. And just hold it for a while. As I said, my fringe is a little bit shorter than I would want it, because I had it cut yesterday, but I always tell the hairdresser to do it a little bit shorter, so I don't need to go again and have it trimmed in 1 week. I tried trimming it myself, and I tell you something, do not do it ever. Do not cut your own fringe. I tell you, I tried my whole life to do it 3 times, and 3 times it went completely wrong, and then I had to grow it out until here so the hairdresser could fix it again. So don't do it. The thing of cutting it by yourself is you always end up making one side a bit shorter, and it looks stupid. And what I ask when I go to the hairdresser is make it a little bit longer on the sides, so it kind of blends into my long hair, just a little bit, and then cut the fringe in layers, because my fringe is quite blunt and heavy. I don't like it to be completely straight. I like to have a few layers in it so it goes nice around your forehead. So this is how I would wear my hair with the fringe down. And then a few options you can do is, one thing I really like when you have a fringe is put your hair up in a ponytail, just by using an elastic band like that, and this looks really cute. Or you know, you can also make a top bun, something like that. I'm not doing it all now because you get the drill. Another thing I really like is taking 2 pieces of hairs from the side, wrap it up, and then just put it back like that. So this is how I would wear my fringe. But if you ever had a blunt fringe like that, you know that there are days where it's really annoying you and you want it all out and you can't have anything in your face. So these days you could use a hairband like that, and then just put the whole thing. Okay, either like that, put it all back, or same thing, you can make a ponytail. Another thing I like to do often when my fringe is annoying me, take the front hair all up, twist it, push it forward and put 2 bobby pins on the top, one from that direction and one from the other direction, so they link, and then your fringe is completely out, put to the back, out of your face, and then you, with the rest of your hair, you can again make a ponytail, make a bun, do all the other things, but you don't have the fringe in your face. And I really like put it up just with 2 bobby pins like that. I think it looks really cute, and it's already a completely different hairstyle. So actually, you know, if you have long hair and you don't have a fringe, you can do this as well. But actually I think having a fringe leaves you with more options, because the fringe itself is like a hairstyle itself. And then some days, let me just bring it down again. Okay, now it looks all weird because I had it up. But some days I like to just hide the fringe, so it looks like I don't have one. And all you need to do is make a deep side parting like that, and put the hair from the back over it, hold it here, and slide it to the side. That looks like I don't have a fringe. And then you can secure it on the side with a bobby pin if you want, but if you use some hairspray you might not even need to do that. You can also tease it a bit underneath, and then you can, you know, it looks completely like I don't have a fringe, and then you can go on with your usual things, like either leave the hair open or, you know, make a little knot in the back, or have a little ponytail, put it to the side. But if you do a deep side parting and you put the long hair over the top of the fringe, it really does look like you don't have a fringe. So that's why some people are like, oh, you know, what did you do with your hair? You just had a fringe. I just style it in different ways, and then you don't, sometimes you wouldn't know that I had a fringe if you don't know me. But that's the whole fun about it, and that's why I decide again and again since the last 5 years to have it cut. Although it's a lot of work, but you can just make so many hairstyles with it, and it's just a lot of fun. And you know, sometimes you can even braid it. You can start a braid here, and you can make a braid on your 2 sides, and no one sees that you have a fringe. So okay, now my hair is all messed up, but I hope this was at least a little bit helpful, and I showed you some different ways to style your blunt fringe, take it out of your face, or even hide it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you soon guys. Bye!